Hello, so my story I'm going to be telling you guys is going to be on how Rabbit deceived Fox. Now, ignore me, I'm in my car because my house is really loud right now. So, long ago during the Indian days in Canada, there was a devious rabbit. This rabbit was a wonderful thief. He preferred to steal by moonlight. Now, during the night, he would creep into farmers' gardens and fields. His favorite crop was cabbage, lettuce, and believe it or not, beans. Now, not far from the rabbit's home was an old widowed woman. She was especially proud of her little garden. She spent all day working in that garden. She grew and she made a pretty good living. Now, she grew great big green cabbages and red carrots and yellow beans and big fat pumpkins and Indian corn. Now, she lived well off her little garden, trading with the Indian hunters in the winter for fish and meat, ensuring that she always had a plentiful supply of food. Now, during the rabbit's rounds one day, he came across the cute little garden. He no longer had to worry about what he had to eat. Now, he robbed the little old woman's garden with no regrets. Now, the next morning, the woman came out and went out to her little garden, and then she noticed many of her cabbages and carrots were missing. She had an idea it was the rabbit, because she has heard about his mischievous behavior. Now, the woman decided to set a trap for her unwelcome friend. That night, Rabbit woke, ready for his next meal. He walked right up to the old woman's garden. As he approached the gate, he saw a tall figure, kind of resembling a man. Now, Rabbit sat and watched, yet the figure did not move. So he said sternly, "Get out of my way and let me pass." The figure did not move. "I shall kick you if you don't move." The figure did not move. "Take that," Rabbit proceeded to kick the figure, yet the figure did not move. Bam! Whap! Pow! With all the rabbit's might, he knocked the figure down, only to realize that his entire body was now stuck to it. The woman jumped out and said, "Aha! I got you, you thieving little rabbit. You're the garden robber and you've met your fate. Now it is time to die." She pulled him away from the gum-soaked figure and shoved him in a bag. The woman disappeared into her house. Just then, Fox emerged from the darkness surrounding the garden. Fox walked right along and stumbled over the bag, for it was just laying on the ground. Rabbit grunted. "Oh," Fox said, "for who is hiding in the bag?" "It's me, your dear friend Rabbit." "Why are you hiding in the bag?" Fox questioned. Just then, Rabbit thought of a brilliant escape. "Oh, Fox, the little old widowed woman wanted me to marry her granddaughter. I refused, and now she has trapped me in this bag and went into her house to get the poor girl. Please, oh please help me escape," Rabbit cried. Fox considered his plea. "Fine, I shall help you escape. I will take your place in the bag, for I have been looking for a wife." Fox untied the bag, letting Rabbit out, and then quickly climbed in. Suddenly, the woman emerged, carrying an axe. "I'm going to kill you now, Rabbit, then you will no longer be able to steal from my garden." Those words echoed in Fox's head. He then knew he had been deceived by Rabbit. The woman opened the bag. Fox took his opportunity and sprang from the bag, running off quickly. He vowed to kill the rabbit the next time he saw him. A few days later, Fox stumbled upon the rabbit. He was eating his fill of vegetables by a stream at twilight, and Fox attempted to coax him to his side of the stream, for he was on the other side. "Why don't you eat some cheese, Fox?" Rabbit said. He pointed at the moonlight and the stream's reflection, but Fox loved cheese, so he said, "I could eat, and then I could kill Rabbit." So he went in after the cheese and went straight through the water. Rabbit ran away, laughing and giggling, for he would not let the fox get a chance to kill him. So Fox swore that he would not give the rabbit another second to live when he saw him again. The next day, Rabbit hid among dry underbrush. He sat there playing his little flute, for he was a great Indian pipe player. He noticed Fox hiding in the trees, and before he could spring upon him, Rabbit said, "The chief's daughter has just been married to a great warrior, and the wedding party will be soon along this way. They've asked me to sit here and make music for them with my flute as they pass by. They have promised to pay me well, and they have invited me to the wedding feast. Come and join me and play too, and you will be well paid, and we will go to the wedding feast together and get good things to eat." Fox agreed. He would let Rabbit pay his reparations, then he would kill him and go to the feast all by himself. Well, Fox said, "I do not have a flute, so I will sit here with you while you play." "Oh, nonsense, Fox. Take mine. I have another one at home. It's just right in the corner. I'll be right back." Rabbit scurried away as Fox played his flute. As Rabbit was Running away, he set the underbrush on fire, but Fox could not hear it because of the loud music. Finally, he noticed the fire and looked around scared. At last, in despair to save his life, he jumped through the ring of fire. He did, luckily, escape with his life, but his eyelids were singed and his sleek black coat with silver spots was scorched to a reddish-brown, kind of an orange color. Now, he concluded that the rabbit was too clever for him to cope with. He resolved to leave him alone and to forego his revenge, for he was glad to get away with his life. Fox decided that he could no longer live on friendly terms with Rabbit, and to the present day, the descendants of the fox have red eyes, singed around the eyelids, and a red-brown, almost orange coat, because Rabbit scorched their ancestor in olden times.